is too rich to be this dumb. Okay, if you can't think up the plan for yourself, you're definitely rich enough to hire a guy who can. You can hire a guy who can, but Diddy too dumb to know that. So Diddy going to jail. He need to go down, and when he go down, he need to stay down. And people need to stop obsessing over the fact that people are billionaires. He got all this money, he wouldn't do that. No, he got all this money, he definitely would. And not only that, what makes him special is that he could. A lot of people don't do shit because they can't do shit. The more resources you have, the more shit you can do. The more options you have access to of like ways to do it. You have opportunity, okay? You have like the resources, you have that's a person who would. That's a person who would. That's a person who could hide. That's a person who could distance himself from it. That's a person who's built credibility. He's given money. He's done all these nice things. He's been documented doing good things that he can say, I would never do that. I'm the person who did this. This is a person who would do these horrible things. Okay, so yes, he would. Yes, he did. And remember that when you see his fucking face. I don't care how good his moisturizer is. He's still that ugly little motherfucker that he was way back then when he was a bully, a piece of shit who hates fucking women, who's a dog, who also then, unfortunately for him, we got to see him drag a bitch down a hall in a hotel. A pretty one too. You know why he was so mad at Cassie? Now, this is just me being a dick, okay? I'm just being an asshole because I hate Diddy, okay? You know why he did that to Cassie? Why it seemed like he was so furious with her? It's because she was so motherfucking cute. More than he hates women, he hates pretty women. Beautiful women give him the heebie motherfucking jeebies. He hates them. He likes to be surrounded by them because he likes it, because it's just like artwork. He's like, I'm rich, I have a lot of artwork. So he keeps pretty bitches around him, but he hates them. He hates them. He resents them. First of all, because he wishes he was a woman. That's just my theory. I think that if he could be anything in the world, he'd be a pretty girl. You know, like he would be a pretty chick. If he could be anything in the world, he'd be a pretty fucking girl. He would look like Cassie. If he could have his wish overnight, he would look like Cassie. And that's why he hates Cassie. I bet you ain't never heard nobody say that out loud. Ain't nobody said that. I literally just said it. Right now, the first time you heard it, that's it. Diddy is jealous of Cassie. Diddy hates pretty girls. He hates them. They remind him of how ugly he is. And he is ugly. Okay? And he got an ugly spirit, which makes him even uglier. And I'm going to tell you this. Money is so funny. Like, that's why Diddy, after all these years, he's had all these years to fix and color correct. He's had all these years to not be blotchy here and there and everywhere. He's had years to have his face contort in such a way that it's more presentable. He's got enough money to buy us all. But still, he's just as ugly as he was as a teenager. Diddy is as ugly today as he was as a teenager. It has not changed. He's a billionaire. That should not be happening. Now, let me tell you who else that happened to. Jay-Z. Jay-Z. Jay-Z is a billionaire. And in fact, I think Jay-Z has gotten uglier. Like, Jay-Z is uglier today than he was back then. Okay, when he was in his early 20s, late teens, I don't even think he was hideous. He just had like a couple of weird characteristics. But I wouldn't even say he was ugly. But he literally has stretched into this creature. Okay, now you might say that's because he's standing next to Beyonce. It's a weird decision for him. It's like, it's like what Kathy Griffin used to say. She didn't like to stand next to supermodels, or like Carrie Bradshaw, whatever her real name is. But the girl who plays Carrie Bradshaw from Sex and the City. She said she would hate to stand next to models. It's like, we see Carrie Bradshaw, like from, before whatever. And it's like, oh, she's got her own specific things about her that are very beautiful. Like her eyes are very poppy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we love Carrie, the character, from before. But when she stands next to somebody who's actually a model, it's like you don't want to stand next to Naomi Campbell. Like, you don't want to stand next to, like, I can't even think of Heidi Klum back in the day. You don't want to do that. It's really gonna show things like it's a comparison. It's gonna be weird. And the same thing for Jay-Z. But all that money he got, you would think he would be able to purchase some good looks, But he can't. You know why? Because his insides aren't gorgeous. I don't think they're gorgeous. I don't think his insides are as bad as Diddy's, of course, because Diddy is literally a domestic. I think he's a domestic terrorist. For me personally, I see Diddy as a domestic terrorist. Like, he likes to threaten people, hold things over his head. I remember when he used to do that show, Making the Band. I hated the way he treated those people. Like, I hated it. Like, I used to be like, "Who? These are children." Like, to me, like these are like kids. And he's like in here just basically dangling this reward of a contract that's gonna be made of shit. Like, cause even if they win, they're not gonna make any money. Like, Diddy was robbing the fuck out of these people. I don't even just mean them. I mean his big artists. Like the ones who made him famous. The only reason he's famous at all. He was robbing the shit out of these people. They were making him so much motherfucking money and they were getting nothing. Pennies. They was getting fucking pennies. Okay? Hell no. No. Diddy need to go the fuck down. If you feel like, if any part of you is like, what if this is all just a show? Oh, they do this to black people when they get famous. It's, they're targeting. No, they got Weinstein and they got Epstein before they got fucking Diddy. Okay. So ixnay on that shit. Okay. Diddy been doing this shit for the longest. He dragged that girl down that fucking hallway. Okay. Paid the hotel for the fucking footage. Lock his motherfucking ass up. Period. He went and paid for the footage. He went and bought that's concealing. That's like conspiring to conceal a crime or whatever. That's a crime in itself. Him purchasing that video is a crime in and of itself. Just that by itself. And it goes to show, like, if that's the case, imagine the shit that goes on in his fucking house. But then also, that also shows the footage they probably got from inside of his house from the shit that happened in his house. Because he was too dumb to destroy evidence. Like, what's the point of buying the fucking evidence, bitch, if you're not going to destroy the motherfucker? Like, if I drag the bitch down the hall in a hotel, I'm just saying, hypothetically, okay? If I drag the bitch down the hall in a hotel, and then I thought to myself, oh shit, damn, they got cameras. If anybody sees this, I'm fucked. Let me see how much money I got. Let's see if I can't purchase this video from the hotel. Then, I'll be good. They won't have this evidence. It won't be able to get out. So then I scrounge up my $50,000, which apparently is what he paid for this video. I can't stand his ass, but back to the story. So if I came up with this here $50,000 to get this video, I purchased it. It's in my hand. I have it. It's either on a drive or it's a CD or whatever the fuck it is, but I have it. I'm going to take it home and put it in a drawer. Why you take it home and put it in a drawer? Bitch, destroy it. How dumb are we talking here? Diddy is too smart. Diddy is too rich to be this dumb. Like, he's too rich to be this dumb. Okay, if you can't think up the plan for yourself, you're definitely rich enough to hire a guy who can. You can hire a guy who can. But Diddy too dumb to know that. So Diddy going to jail. Oh my gosh. Yes. I saw somebody in the comment section on theirs, not in mine, but on theirs, and it said, will this go to trial? Was what they asked. I saw that and I was like, oh yes. This isn't one of those things like where it's like a pump fake. This ain't a pump fake. This is he's going to be in a suit, behind a table in a trial. I can't see Diddy taking a plea deal. He's 54 years old. If he took a plea deal, his plea deal would look like, I mean, it's going to be at least 7 years. Okay, at least 7 years. If he took a plea deal, it would be at least 7 years that he would have to do, which would place him at 61 years old when he would get out. And I'm pretty sure they're going to be freezing some assets. I would like to have seen, I wish somebody asked this guy that about the money. Like, is his money being snatched? Because that's what needs to happen. I like to see that. And that would be some shit. Snatch that motherfucking money, okay? Snatch it. Snatch that bill. Take that B away from his name. And then I feel like, you know, vengeance was won, you know? If you have not yet, hit the like button for mama, please. I have no idea how many likes I got, but I will catch you guys later. Mama love you. Yes, you do. Ooh, don't be a Diddy. Peace.